Nadine and Virgil.
Being from another country myself, I didn't really remember having to actually learn the English language because I was only about 10. So, but I can kind of relate having to pack up and leave your friends and your family. During this quarter, we had the opportunity to meet Jaroslava. You want to stand up so they can say hi? She's an ESL student here at Clover Park Technical College, and she is originally from the picturesque village of Paratoki. We tried to find pictures of it, but it's such a small town. They only have about 300 people, but it's located right around here, right? Near Venditti. She has been wonderfully open about sharing her life with us. During these brief 10 to 14 minutes, we would love to tell you about Jaroslava's life, her education and work while she was in the Ukraine, as well as her arrival in the U.S., meeting her friend Maria, and going to school here in the U.S. The Ukraine has only been in an independent country since 1992. Before that, it was part of the Soviet Union and Russia, which is all kind of surrounding up here. And then what I noticed when I was looking at pictures of the Ukraine is a lot of their buildings, like their churches, you don't see churches like that here. They're really, really pretty. There's another one. This one's one of my favorites. And this one is, I think, that same one that I just showed you, just from a further view. So it's really, really pretty over there. She was born June 10th, whenever, she wouldn't tell us the year. And she has 2 brothers and 4 sisters. One of her brothers and 2 of her sisters live here in the U.S., and then she has another brother and 2 sisters that live in the Ukraine. This is her brother Victor, and Lilia and her family. She has 3 nephews and 5 nieces. This is one of her nieces, Katrina, and there she is when she was a baby with her sister. This is Tatiana. And here's a group picture of all of her nieces and nephews. This is her niece, Solomia. She's never gotten to meet her because she was born while she was already here in the States, and she's 8 months old. During the summer, she used to like to play in the forest with her friends. She liked playing 2 captain square, 3rd square, tennis, and basketball. And she loved to visit with her friends and old people. She would ask old people if they needed her help doing anything, and she would help them with that. When in Ukrainian schools, they do a basic program of 11 years. The first 3 are at an elementary level, where one teacher teaches all the subjects. The next 5 are considered unfinished education. Each subject here is taught by a subject teacher, kind of like we have here. After 8 years, kids can either go into secondary school or pursue specialties, like go into their careers. They spend a lot of time on foreign languages and computer training. It lasts 3 years. After the graduates, they can pursue their higher level of education. Uniforms were commonly worn during the Soviet period. Nowadays, kids in elementary school wear uniforms. After that, it kind of depends on the school. Jaroslava had to wear uniforms in school, right? Oh, here's another picture of her niece and nephew. The teachers in school in the Ukraine were very harsh and gave lots of homework. If you were late to class or didn't turn in your homework, you had to go stand in the corner the whole 45 minutes of class. See Mr. Venditti leaning. But Jaroslava never got in trouble, and she never had to go stand in the corner. She did not like math, but she loved literature, history, and drawing class. When she was working in the Ukraine, she worked in a bakery factory, and this was was this one your first day? And then the second day, where she had to learn to work the machines. She worked there for 3 years, but had to quit due to the fact that she was moving to the United States. So, until I was coming to the U.S.
I had to talk about that when her arrival in the United States, and I could see how it could be very hard to just pack up and move. I mean, I had to move to different countries myself, and I can totally give her a lot of respect for coming over here and, starting a new life. She came to the States on January 12th, 2007, where she was greeted by her friends and family. And here's a picture of her family that is here in the United States. she works. One of them talk about is her working here. And she works right now at a McDonald's in downtown Tacoma. And here she's got a chance to get more accustomed to our culture and definitely get her English down a lot better. Through her work, dealing with people every day, she's gotten to make new friends and have a better general understanding of our language, which is something that's very key. She says that working in American companies and around American workers will definitely help her increase her ability to understand our language. Going to school in the United States. She says it's a lot easier to go to school in the United States than it would be in the Ukraine, where she's originally from. And I guess she just says that basically it's easier. She doesn't have as hard a time with her classes here in the United States as she would in the Ukraine. It's not as harsh. It's probably a lot less homework. She also has her friend Maria, and she met her at the Tacoma Community House when she first started going to school in the United States. They're really good friends, and she has a baby, Albin. Adorable. And they visit each other's families, and they're really good friends. And having friends when you're coming to a new country is definitely something that's really important. It's something you definitely have to have. You gotta have someone to help you out and get you around and show you the ropes of how to live in our country. And here's her holding him. Yeah, and her and Maria. And so, she wants to, right now she's going to school at in the ESL class at Total Technical College. And like I said, she finds it easier to go to school here than in her country. And she wants to continue her education. She wants to go to school to be a midwife and to get a better job and make better pay like we all do. And that's really what it's all about. It's starting a new life and going for your dreams and your goals. And definitely this is the place where you can make that happen. You have people coming from foreign countries all the time to start and make better lives for themselves. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't come to another country and be like, okay, I'm just going to come in here and start working and going to school and learning a new language. I spent 2 years journeying myself, and I didn't even pick up the language. I took a 2-week course on speaking German, and I don't remember any of it. But it's definitely something to see someone coming over and making changes in their lives, and I can definitely give a lot of respect to that. In conclusion, I think we've had a wonderful time, myself and Nadine, getting to know Jaroslava. She's been wonderful, and I definitely give her a lot of respect for coming to our country and living here. She's been here for 2 years now, and I think she has a very good personality, and she's someone who is open and optimistic to living here and working here in the States. And I definitely wish her continued success and